my wonderful special guest. What are we going to tell our viewers?
Stay tuned for the recipe.
Stay tuned. Hello everybody, this is Alessandra. Welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen. Today with me I have my cousin Nello from Castellammare di Stabio with this amazing recipe, pasta.
Solo che cozzo.
That's it, couldn't have said it better. Pasta with beans and special addition of mussels. Nello, tell me a little bit about this recipe.
This is born in Castellammare, let's say. It's a pasta with mussels and kidney beans. We call it fagioli borlotti. So we made it in a chalet that's typical seaside restaurant.
Seaside restaurants, outdoor, open, and that's where my dad used to take us when we were little kids. And at the chalet di Castellammare, one of the things was you would get served acqua della Madonna, which is
directly from the fountain, from the
source, from the spring. And so you would get these big glasses acqua della Madonna, e poi lupini, taralli, tarallucci, che altro? Le friselle with the tomato.
Seafood, like.
Seafood galore,
Yeah.
Okay. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Tonight we're just going to be making the pasta e fagioli with the cozze.
So we have amazing mussels from Atlantic.
They're from Prince Edward Island up in Canada.
Then kidney beans.
You could make them fresh, boil them on your own, or use canned.
And pasta mista. Pasta mista.
I want to share a little bit about the pasta mista, Nello. You go ahead. Tu sei più italiano di me.
It's something very typical from our countries, like it's all the leftovers, so all the pasta bags that you can find in your kitchen. Like there are different ways of making pasta mista. There are
Ditalini, mezzani,
spaghetti spezzati is the only way
right.
You can broke your spaghetti.
Pure le mafaldine, use mafaldine.
And you can make it what you have in your
pantry, right? The only thing you want to make sure if you make your own is give it a different timing because it's going to cook at a different timing. But now in the market they sell it already made, the pasta mista. And then very other simple ingredients. What do we have?
We have celery, we have garlic, chili. This is just the
celery stalks?
No, the parsley.
The parsley stalks, I'm sorry.
Carrots, parsley leaves, and pecorino romano cheese. Extra virgin olive oil, black pepper, sea salt, and this is for seasoning, is just chili oil.
This is the olio santo recipe also on the YouTube in case you want to make it at home. Peel the celery. In small cubes and nice and easy. Nello, I do it the old-fashioned way. You know, like your mom does it.
Without chopping your fingers.
Yeah, without chopping my fingers, but with the knife like this. We're gonna move right over to the stove. One pot is where we're gonna cook everything in, but you also need a large pot to open up the mussels. Let's go right over.
Olive oil. Then when the olive oil will be hot enough, temperature of oil, we always round the oil inside the pan. When it's light, looks light, we can add our garlic and the chili.
I could already smell the garlic frying, but be careful, don't burn it, otherwise gotta start over. Nello's gonna add the parsley stalks right in. What that does, it gives a lot more flavor than the leaves.
All the mussels needs to be removed, the birds from inside. Yeah. You do in this way.
Perfect. It will go in and splatter a little bit. Beautiful. Right, we leave the lid on till they open up, Nello.
Faster, and add a pinch of salt to your mussels so they can release a better flavor. So we're gonna check our mussels if they are ready. When the mussels is ready, it's gonna be open like this. As you can see, nice color, nice texture.
The hard part is not to eat them as you open them up, right?
That's the hardest part, the big challenge.
So we're gonna put the mussel, the pulp here, the shells here. We need to retain the liquid filter it. When you filter the liquid, you could use a paper towel, but a cheesecloth or coffee.
Oh, this is perfect for
Come si chiama questo?
Ogolino.
Ogolino. O scolapasta.
Scolapasta, no,
Scolapasta.
chi più là.
Qual è l'altro? Lo scolapasta. That's a very, very common Italian-American word, including, let's see if you know how to call it. Aspetta, this is going to be a test. Che cos'è questa?
Strofinacci.
No, amappina. Bello.
Oh, strofinaccio mappina is
Yeah,
like...
that's a modern version of it. It's the mappina. Anyway. All right, I got to do a taste test. Nello, they're already delicious like this.
We're gonna add more
But more,
layers to the...
take it up
recipe.
a little bit more. Wow. We're keeping some on the shell just to decorate the pasta later.
Remember, when the mussel is not open, it's better to bean it and to
Get rid of it. Get rid of it because that means it was dead already and it probably smells. So if it doesn't open, it's no waste. Just get rid of it.
Just filter the water of the mussel. All the good flavor of seafoods like that.
See, I want you to see the remnants of the sand and little pieces of the mussels right there. Let's start the base for the pasta e fagioli. So Nello, what are you gonna add?
Extra virgin olive oil.
Extra virgin olive oil. Fate a occhio. Use your sentimento. Little more, little less. I would say you have what? A quarter of a
Always
cup?
a little more. Is
Always a little more is better. Okay. The garlic and the chili pepper in. Careful not to burn it. Now it's time for the celery and carrots.
We need to make the soffritto. We need to stir and make it sure that everything is golden, but not burned. Otherwise, it's gonna taste bitter.
You add a little salt to sweat the vegetables so they cook a little faster. You want to make sure they get nice and soft. We left the garlic whole because I know in Italy they remove the garlic a lot. Some families do, some don't. What do we do, Nello? Lo lasciamo? È bello. We're gonna leave the garlic in. Lo lasciamo dentro.
So as you can see, becoming a bit golden, so it's time for the beans.
Wonderful. Look, just that noise. Ah. That sizzle. Just that sizzle. Okay. Ora. Couple what? 10 minutes, 15, 20?
5-7 minutes.
5-7 minutes and then we'll proceed.
We're gonna not put the pasta in water this time. We're gonna cook everything with the beans. So when the beans start boiling, we can add also the pasta in.
Also a little tip, just because I've done this
Several times.
several times, he's very young. But he's a proper chef. So there's the difference there, right?
Difference.
Where l'esperienza con la professionalità. Allora, if you see that there's not enough liquid, feel free to boil a little bit of water on the side so you add it.
So we start to put the pasta in. We need to mix the pasta with the beans and keep it under the level of water and beans, so you're gonna make like a nice creamy pasta soup. Just add a couple of scoops of water. Keep stirring, otherwise they're gonna stuck to the pan and it's gonna be burnt. When the pasta start to be a bit soft, it's time to get like the mussels in.
The reason you add the mussels almost at the end because they're already cooked, so you don't want to overcook them. So at the very end, when the pasta is ready, last minute or so, Nello?
Yeah, last minute.
Last minute. Okay, let's get it going. I'm hungry. I could already taste it. I've had this in Italy so many times, but this is the first time I'm making it here. Thank you, Nello, for that. Can you almost hear the creaminess as you stir? Hear that? Wow. Nello, I'm ready, sono pronta. Pronti?
Yes, the pasta looks amazing. We are ready to plate.
And it's so creamy, and that's how you want it. And now, ecco qua. Touch, we're gonna add the mussels on top. Wow, okay. Bello, bello, bello così. Very beautiful.
Sounds strange for an Italian kitchen to add cheese to the seafood, but this pasta wants pecorino cheese.
Pecorino. We're all in for the new things. Pecorino Romano on top of this beautiful pasta e fagioli.
Final touch, a bit fresh cut parsley.
Yes.
And olio santo.
That's my final touch. I like the extra
A twist
piccante.
of spicy.
Bello, fame ma amore fame.
E stiamo pronti.
Yeah. Ho fame, I'm hungry. Let's get going. Scende da solo, aspetta. The best part of the videos is always when I get to taste it, Nello. And tonight it's even more special because you made it for me. So, come non può essere buona? Dai, proviamo. Vabbè, non ho parole.
Meno male.
Ti sei superato. Grazie. Make the recipe. Thank you for watching. Make these recipes. That's the most important thing. Nello, che vuoi dire a tutti che ci guardano?
Non lo so.
Okay. Thank you for watching. Alla prossima, arrivederci. Ciao ciao, buttiamo un bacio, amore, affetto, pace a tutti.
I hope you enjoyed the recipe.
I gotta go, I gotta eat. Ciao ciao, ciao.